Hello, we're going to try the sound quality on this bad boy. So we're here with another autism video, and this is the functional autist. I think I'm going to stick with that name. So, you know how, if you're a parent especially, my kind tend to pick up a project and then halfway through go on to something else, then go on to something else, then go on to something else? Well, get used to it. That's definitely a modicum of our natural behavior. Hi, I'm going to get in here. Wow, Oregon was supposed to be a nice, friendly place. So anywho, let's do it second gear. But yeah, the reason we get distracted is because we have so many things going on in our head. And I already did the rabbit holing video. So look up rabbit holing. That'll give you some perspective. But for example, right now, as I'm talking to you, I'm visualizing things. I'm hearing things. I'm feeling things. I'm re-experiencing emotions. There's a lot of distractions going on. Like Woody's right now. Woody's right there. Woody's furniture. That's a distraction because it's bright. It stands out. It's odd. And we'll talk about what makes things like why odd can be offensive. To us. It's an imbalance thing. So yeah, for example, 3, that's always been an offensive number to me. Like, no, it's 1 or 2. There's no 3. Like, sorry, very long story, and we're not going to dive into that. That goes back to elementary days. But you see what I just did there? I got distracted because I saw that, and then I started explaining, oh, that's that thing over there, don't mind. That happens. And you'll see us jump from project to project. One thing that I found works really, really well for me is to have 3. No more than 3 projects at one time. And you've got to prioritize them. So they could be prioritized by, what you mean? By timeliness, by impact. So how much is this going to help you to have it done? I mean, there's different priorities that go with how we prioritize, you know? But the long story short is we will have multiple things going at one time. But here's the catch. If we don't have multiple things going, like let's say we're just doing one monotonous thing throughout the day, that will burn us out. I was doing data entry for a real estate company where I was a shared service coordinator. Basically, it's a glorified project manager. I was assigning different construction vendors to different houses for different reasons, and then just fact-checking the code. It was boring, it was tedious, it did not require much brain power except for memory and being able to read fast. That's it. By the end of an 8-hour day, I was completely spent. I needed to take at least a 2 to 3 hour nap. Because mentally, doing one thing is like, think of it like having a V8 engine in a Ford Mustang, just a beast of an engine, right? And it's not going anywhere, you're just revving the hell out of the engine. That'll wear the engine out really quickly. And that's what happens to us. It's why Ritalin slowed down ADHD people and whatnot is, Ritalin is, it works the same way caffeine and sugar does to me. It speeds you up, which forces your body to say, whoa, I'm going way too fast, slow it down. And the psychologist at the time said, we have done a good thing because we had the achieved results from this person. Never took into account at the time, this was back in the 90s, that, hey, maybe this is how we're built. 2 plus 2. They're just sitting there like, you know, just trying to grunt to put that 2 plus 2 together. And I get it, okay? There's a lot of ego involved in, like, presumption is what I'll put it. Presumption always boils down to ego, like at its base function, but I'm going way off topic. But having different objectives makes sense. Like, for example, I'm setting up we've got an 8-acre farm, and I'm going to turn it into a themed Airbnb. And it's going to be enchanted. But I'm taking it a step further. I'm talking to a lot of business owners in Lebanon, and I'm going to be reaching out to the mayor to see about rebranding the entire town, because it's in a perfect position to be able to rebrand and ultimately leverage a lot of unused resources in the town, such as, paid parking, festivals, food contests, and just, it's a very enchanting town when you go to Artisan's Way, which is what I call the main drag. And they do have some genuine artisans, genuine, skilled. Oh my gosh. Hazela is amazing as far as bakeries go. Like, it's rich, it's not Weight Watchers friendly, but dang if it ain't good. And you see that side track, I just saw food, I just saw pastry, I just saw donut, and then all of a sudden, I started talking about Lebanon. Like, it tied into the whole Enchanted Lebanon theme. But it is a real thing that I'm engineering. But I've got that going. I've got the book, The Little Autist That Did. It's going to make it out there at some point. This ain't to promote it. I've got the Little Autist That Did. I've got the farm. I'm going to be working for the state again, state of Oregon. I've got the marketing behind the book, which is, it's a chore. It's a chore. Make no mistake, this is part of it. Like, building up the brand for autism, I want to help people like me so that somebody like me doesn't happen again. I've had a very rough and difficult life. I don't want anybody else to go through that. At least nobody else like me. But we'll see how that goes. But yeah, the short and skinny is, we get distracted. So I'm looking at the road. Like, making a video for you is secondary to me. Driving safety is primary. So if I seem a little bit distracted from you guys, that's because I'm focused on the road first. But yeah, I can't think of any time, actually I can now, but it was only one time with one person. So aside from that, I can't think of any time where I didn't always have something going on in the back of my head. Always. Like, I'm forever analyzing the cars around me, the people around me, the environment. My mind is always analyzing. So, take it or leave it. Anywho, y'all stay safe. Happy Autism Awareness Month. Catch you later.